Hi folks, Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to the 9th episode of our Rare Tycoon 2 Let's Play series. And today we're putting our diplomacy to the test. Last time out we had to do that to get the Orient Express, and we succeeded well.
Nice cool breeze.
And then there's this dude.
Birds. Nice if you get started already.
Well, I mean, this bird looks like it's up to no good, so I don't know. We might want to be careful. I swear, that dude, he will get what's coming to him. But as I was trying to say, we had to use diplomacy to get a gold on the Orient Express. Now we get to repeat that exercise, only now in Central Europe. As you can see, Germany is a mess, as is Austria-Hungary. So we're going to have to figure out how to, bring it all together. So that being said, hit those like and subscribe buttons and hop on board. No pun intended. Okay, maybe I meant to do that. Ha! You'll never know. Anyways, knitting with iron. I would get to this scenario, but this dude is, being obnoxious. Hold on.
Hey there. Keep away from them winders.
Well, if you're going to keep interrupting me, that's going to happen. So anyways, as I'm trying to get started here, interesting options. It's giving us the Robert Gerwig option again. This worked out well here, but I'm already seeing an option I like, and this one might be better. That one. Early access to the Iron Duke, which should help from a train's perspective, might help us out. We also get a free $80,000. Those trains are expensive, mind you. This could also be useful too, especially since Goodwill is going to help us get from one region to another. We'll do this one for right now and see how it works out. So with that being said, let's take a trip to Central Europe.
In Central Europe, the blast furnaces are heating up. Talk of nationalization brings hope to some and fear to others. So don't assume anything, because every turn hides a political ambush. The power belongs to the diplomat with the most iron. The German states need your help to see them through troubled times. So get the firebox a-burning and set the wheels a-turning. And watch your back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, so let's see what we have to do here. Well, I'm already seeing some interesting stuff, but anyways, mid-1850s and Europe is struggling with social reforms. Germany is no exception, of course. So let's see here. Aha, it is connecting states here. So, we gotta connect as many German states as we can to our territory, and we've already, as you can see, got it. So for bronze, we gotta get 8 by 1876. That's 26 game years. Silver is 9 to 10 through 1875. Gold has 11 or more, including Bavaria to the south, and that's gotta be done, as well as 70 loads hauled in a year. That can be arranged by 1874. So, alright, we paused it. And there's the Iron Duke coming out 5 years early for us. Excellent. So, long story short, this is going to be kind of a rehash from the last episode. Gotta connect as many of these German states as possible. 11 at most. The main one, apparently, we'll try to find it here, is Bavaria. This one down to the south. That one's going to be the important one. So basically anything with a G minus next to it is the states we need to connect to. Anything else, like say Tuscany or the Papal States or Denmark or the Austrian Empire, we don't really care about those ones. It might give us additional business opportunities, but we're just focused on the ones with G. As of right now, it ain't looking too hot. And, well, at least the Goodwill is there. Bavaria doesn't like us very much, but we'll see if maybe that'll help. We'll keep Mr. Crampton for right now. Well, we've got the fastest train in the game currently, at least for 1850. We're 5 years ahead of the curve. This guy actually might help us out here. We're not looking for stock prices. I think in the early game it's best to save costs, so we'll go with John Wilton, surprisingly. The goodwill bonus will come into play later on. Yeah, that goodwill bonus will definitely come into play. So here we are. We've got G Prussia. We can go to anywhere in Prussia we want. The problem becomes what happens when we need to start connecting to other territories. And here's Bavaria. This is the big one. As you can see, we've got competition. One is in Munich to Augsburg. One is in Stuttgart to Arm. And the other is just towards south in Saxony. Let me look at something, though, because we need to look at this here. Oh, thanks, game. So, the other railroads can access wherever they want, but we can only access Prussia. Well, that's convenient. Let's see what it gave us. Okay, at least it gave us some good rails. That's the good news. But it only gave us like a single track to operate. That's not gonna do. We'll just upgrade that real quick. And this is very simple. We just bust out the Iron Dukes and we're all set. Is Berlin a city? Did it at least give us that? Okay, it did. Alright, it was kind of... Alright, so the game didn't give us too bad of a starting position here. It's just, you know... it could have been a little bit more easier here. Well, we are on the 9th scenario, so this is... I'd expect nothing less. We've got a granary and a lumber mill. So, let's just start. We'll get the loads hauled later on. Probably best that we took the Iron Duke, because I'm already noticing distances are out there quite a bit. I would say the first stop should be Magdeburg. Wow, okay, that is kind of, hilarious. Why did... Okay, that's probably not going to be a threat. Excellent. This one's okay. This is going to be our main rival. Huh. It gave the AI terrible trains, apparently. Weird. Alright, so I think Magdeburg should be our first stop so we can access the lumber mill that's there. And then we'll head west to Poznan. We'll try to get a base first and then start connecting everything once the money comes flowing in. That's kind of my play over here. And now it's screwing us over, too. What in the world? Okay, this game is going wacky. Alright, we need to upgrade that station, and now. There. Huh. Wait, 1, 2, 6, 7... Okay, that's a city. Oh, well, then if it's a city, what am I doing? Alright, that one's kind of on me there. That I kind of messed that up. Oopsies. Alright, I didn't realize there was a medium station there. So, small station, excuse me. So that's on me. I didn't see that. Otherwise, or I would have, if I had caught that, I would have actually fixed that a little bit. It explains the lack of supply, but we fixed that issue. So, this train's not going to have anything going for it, but so be it. Oops! Already got an unforced error. We're off to a great start. But more so if I can, you know, issue some stock here. Again, we don't care about the stock market. Nope. Always want to do the, Alright, we need 616. Actually, I'm going to take out a loan right now. Yeah, I know. That didn't really net us anything in the money department, but that's okay. Oopsies. Alright, we fixed that problem at the very least, so I'm okay with this. Magdeburg, give me that. Alright, there we go. This one, there, now we got the right station. Alright. We'll build another Another train from Magdeburg, another passenger line. There we go. We'll send that on its way. Oh, these are going to net us a lot. There we go. See, now the game now we fixed it a little bit. Okay, who needs the lumber? Berlin needs the lumber. Okay. You know what? We'll leave it as for right now. So, Magdeburg. Let's grab some logs over here. Access the lumber. There we go. That's all set. There's really no point in expanding any further west, and we can't anyways. I mean, there's grain over here, but, you know, well, maybe. Hold on. That grain could be really useful. Alright, I think we already see where we're going to first. It is Brunswick. Let's see what they're offering. So let's just give you an example. So again, from the last time, each territory, you know, we need to buy it in order to access rights into it. So in this case, we're looking to go to the very small state of Brunswick. Ah, very cheap, $250. Not bad at all. And that's how we get access and connect to German states. So we need to get $250 in our pockets in order to get to Brunswick, and we'll connect there. So that's the very first step. The second is going to be building customs houses. So I'm not worried about the stock market. That doesn't really do anything for us, unfortunately. So let's get Brunswick. And I see the price went up because our rights kind of, you know... It's one of those yesterday's prices, not today's price kind of deal. We should probably have custom houses in every station too, and this just dawned on me. Technically, these are considered international borders, so we'll get, like, delays. So, unfortunately, we gotta have customs houses with every new station we get. And there we go. We now have Brunswick. We have the state of Brunswick. Very simple. So now let's just wait. And we shall connect to Brunswick here. This is as far west on the train that we can get. Alright, I want the grain. Alright, cool. So, of course, we'll do all of this. No, we won't for right now. But we will expand our passenger lines here. Or at least 2 of them. We'll save that one for later. Okay. Give our train a minute here. There we go. That's what we were looking for. I'll put another roundhouse over here shortly. I don't have enough money for it. There we go. And we do have a granary out in Berlin, so we'll do like a direct connection here shortly. We have nothing to deal with that pulpwood, so that's not going to help us one bit. I'm okay with that. Let our trains help us out. I don't like taking out debt if I don't absolutely have to here. So I see Magdeburg's going to get visits from a lot of trains all of a sudden here. Let's speed this up a tad. So next up, as soon as the game would let us, there we go. Access that granary, and there we go. And as you can see, the customs is now taking into effect because we're crossing borders. So it's going to slow our trains down a little bit. That's okay. All right. There we go. Like I was saying, it's going to slow us down a tad, but that's okay. That's only for trains going on the out from one area to another, so. So now where are we going? Poznan? Sure, why not? I'm positive we are going this to there. No, we're not. Okay, the pun was intended again, but that's not the point. Point is, we got all of this, and once we'll connect our home base first. Once we do that, we can start connecting up to other states. In the grand scheme of things here, we've got some coal in Poznan too. So this will be a very good thing for us. Issuing some stock here. Junction's all set, and the station will be ready when we are. Alright. I'm not going to worry about Goodwin. Let's see. Track building's higher, so this is not a good time for that. Not even at the least a good time. Speaking of good time, it is a good time to expand, so give me Poznan. Need a customs house for everything, as I just mentioned. Send this one over to Poznan, and that's a city too. Alright, we'll stop it right there. Poznan. Now, they have coal over there, which can be sent to cities. So we'll take advantage of that. I kind of did that a little backwards, but that's okay. We'll just send it between the three cities for right now. That'll work. Don't want to send it too far west. We have a granary in Poznan, too. So let's connect it up to the Berlin here. We'll keep the coal. Actually, that'll work out nice. There we go. And Berlin needs coal. Again, coal can only go to cities. And steel mills once they come about, but we don't have any. We need any grain. No, we do not, unfortunately. So yeah, that'll work. So, I see we can expand again. I'm actually going to save us some money here. 1 second. There we go. I feel like we don't need any debt if we don't need it. So again, let's just connect to what we have, and then we'll talk about, you know, going to other states here. We'll try to buy their favor. And a bit tricky as to where we should go first. We still have plenty of time, so that's not an issue. So I'll send this up to, and forgive me for butchering this translation, by Goss. Well, I have no idea how I even pronounce that. Wow, that is by Goss. Okay, that you can clearly tell that I don't know if this is German or Polish, but at either one, it is not my native tongue. Not even in the latest sense. I am not going to even attempt to butcher that name. So apologies if anyone feels offended for some weird reason. But man, oh man, some of these city names, it's like, I have no idea how to pronounce that. But I can pronounce the language of money, though, so there's that. I suppose there's something. Good for something. Alright. We'll just do that. We have nothing to supply it with, so we're going to ignore that, so... Lotz is next? Alright, I guess Lotz is next on the world tour. Katowice is sitting there with its industry, so we'll connect to that too. So we'll do this kind of orientation, and should probably have one of those. I was just going to say, it's a cattle mill there, because it might be worth it. Oh, it's definitely worth it to put a large station. Okay, we got a lot of cities in our area, too, which is good. I see a cattle mill. We can go right past, too. We'll put a roundhouse over here shortly. Sure, why not? Okay, we'll connect over to Lotz. They're a city, so I'd like to do a little bit more when I get cities. Okay, I think we're all set. Yep. Got our passenger line from Lotus over here. We'll get it in just a second. Actually, it works out because of the time. Oh! Baldwin locomotive in the United States. I'm trying to... I think it's actually a bit better on the acceleration front, if I'm not mistaken. It's slower. You know what? Only because I have the Iron Duke for another 2 years. I know it's better acceleration, but we'll stick with what I have. I like the Iron Duke. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Only because we already have a really reliable train on hand. I mean, the reliability is worse, but so be it. I think we'll be fine. It works out just perfectly, however. We'll just stick between the cities. That's fine. I would give it grain, but it's not really needed. Speaking of needs, I need to have this cattle mill that's over here. We need it. Demands the cattle mill. Okay, we've got that in place now. I'll build 2 trains. I could send Lotus to that if I really wanted to, but so be it. I'm surprised I even have the money to connect to that. I am really surprised we even have the money for that game. AI. Oh, wait, no, that's the one that's good. Okay, that's... It's amazing how... Yeah, and the money is not really flowing too much over there. We're getting a lot. No doubt about it. So anyways, let's finish our tour here to go to Cattle Ice. We got money for days here. I am not even in the remote least concerned. It's if the economy starts to take a turn for the worse, then I have to start worrying a little bit. There is no need to tighten any purse strings over here. Yeah, that works. So Cattle Ice Junction is pretty much the end of our route over here. Not it's just barely not a city. Okay, that's fine. You go to Lotus. Okay. Just adjust a few things here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to readjust a few things here, and we'll just build a regular old station. We'll have this go west, too. Why not? Our cities will add an extra passenger here. Send coal out. There we go. And now if we go all the way back to our lumber mill that sits here in Magdeburg, we can hit the paper up. And I'm going to send it to Berlin since it's closest. Since it's a far station, we'll just do this. There we go. So that'll have the Cattle Ice Junction over here. Do we have any more cattle? Okay, we have just enough. actually have one in Brunswick. Okay, we'll take advantage of that too. Why not? We'll send it up here. A little bit different. The reason being is I want to keep the grain on there. Send it back with it. That way we can have it supplied with grain over here. So there we go. We got that all set up. Oh, Lot's had one of those too. I did not notice that. We'll drop it off at well, they don't really demand much. Berlin. Oops, wait a minute. Wrong one. Hold on, I know what I'm doing, I think. You know what, we'll just make this quick. I don't really want to send too much back with it. Alright, there we go. We got our trains rolling here. So now, well, we almost are done. So now, any more opportunities? Oh yeah, Breslau. We are really expanding like crazy over here. Oh yeah, we are just continuing the expansion front over here. Hold on a minute. That's gonna look a little bit awkward, but it works. I know that's the best I can do over here. Okay, we get a medium station. 2, 5. I think we've got 8. Oh yeah, we got 8. We don't even need the other one. It's excellent. Put a roundhouse over here. Did I put one in Katowice? Yes, I did. All right, excellent. Some of our earlier trains will send to Breslau, but I'm not going to do the later ones. Like this one I won't send. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do 2 out of Breslau. Hang on. We'll do 1 going this way. Forget which one. Oh, the Loads Junction doesn't need it. My bad. Okay, just those 4 and I feel content. Meanwhile, Magdeburg, you're going to be really busy. Got a 2-for-1 special over here. Actually, we should probably load it with half. And then this one, I'm going to copy that one. Get out of the way, please. There we go. All set. We're looking good. How's the greenery over here looking? Oh, we could supply even more. Okay, excellent. Then we'll send it to Magdeburg on the way back. Switch it up a little bit. There we go. How are you looking? You don't have anything for us, but that's okay. Alright, and then the only other place we can go to is Gorlitz. So let us extend this to our line that's over here. There's a slight hill, but I'm not going to worry about it. We are just expanding like crazy right now. Okay. There we go. I don't really want to do any passenger rails. Well, we'll have 1. But I'm not going to really expand it over here. We'll just keep it simple like that. That'll work. to Berlin. Okay, that works. I know that's not really... Well, we could have sent it to Poznan. You know what? We'll do that. I totally forgot we actually had one over here, too. Not for nothing. There we go. All right. I'm going to slow down the game a little bit. Now, did we get everything? All right. Well, almost. We missed Gdansk over here with a report. If we send it goods, they will bring us back coffee. I like coffee. We missed 2 cities, Kozlin and Gdansk. Gdansk has the port. Kozlin has a wool mill that could be very useful. After that, I honestly have no idea where we should go. We could annoy our neighbor to the south over here and end up in Saxony. And actually, that might not be a bad idea. Did I just box myself in, though? That's the first question. Well, kind of, but not really. Okay, we may be annoying our neighbor to the south over here in Saxony. Okay, so I'm going to build it right from Stettin over here. We'll connect this to our Stettin line. It's a lot easier. And then we'll build this all the way to Gdansk. There we go. I believe that's how you pronounce it, too. I don't know for sure. Look, I'm not really good with pronunciations, okay? Sometimes I joke that English is my second language. And for a good reason. Okay, I'm actually going to do one thing over here, and in Stettin, we'll build a roundhouse. The game did not include one, but that's okay. And actually, we need a warehouse for Kozlin. We'll just do new trains out of Kozlin over here. And actually, we'll get the Gdansk station, too. That'll be the end of the line. That should be good enough. Oh, yes. All right, excellent. You know what? Why not? For giggles' sake. It's not going to really do anything. And for the first time in a while, we're issuing some stock, too. So we'll just do a simple line from Kozlin. It's not really much of a big deal. And then we'll repeat but this time with Gdansk. There we go. So now we've got this wool mill over here, and we can definitely take advantage of it. So we're going to start doing that, and we're going to start with the easiest route here. That. Gdansk has a cotton mill, so we'll just start off with this and work our way up as time goes on. We've got wool mills in not Brunswick, Poznan, the city whose name I can't pronounce, Lotus, and Katowice. So we got a lot of them we can ship out to. Apologies for anyone who lives here, by the way, who's watching this somehow. I'm not very good with pronunciation, okay? Sue me. In preparation for all of that, we're going to give everybody warehouses. I'm actually going to throw up some telegraph poles, too. Time-wise, I think we're doing fine, but I don't know for sure. Let me get our trains rolling first, and then we can worry about... Well, I'll deal with that in a little bit. Yeah, Poznan needed wool. It's probably best if we ship it to the port of Gdansk. I mean, granted, they probably... And then we can get some coffee. Now, let's make this a little bit easier over here. We're going to build one final little junction over here. There we go. Kind of a nice little, you know, junction over here. And you know what? We're probably going to expand on that a little bit more, too. There we go. Expand on that a tad more. Especially for a train set go over here. Now, I kind of played myself a little bit over here with this, but that's fine. We'll get it over to Lotz. So we'll just replace that out. And Gdansk really isn't really demanding as much as I thought they would here. So actually, we're going to send this to Stettin here instead. We'll vary it a little bit. I don't want to send it to the same spot, otherwise the prices will start dropping. We have no more wool over there. Okay. Actually, go back. You messed up. And then one for the city whose name I can't pronounce. We'll send that to Poznan. Actually, send it to Berlin if you wouldn't mind. There we go. We'll send it to Berlin. Katowice is kind of far, so I'm going to hold off on that one. There we go. We're all set now. And you know what? You're going to be elevated. So basically what I'm telling the trains right now when I do those little stoplights is that the trains need to be, like, filled up halfway before we start really doing anything. Their food supply is looking pretty good. See, we now have a milk outside of Magdeburg somehow. I don't know how that happened. We do have more access to logs, so maybe I'll send it up to Breslau? That might be a very good option. I'll have to stop in Berlin again. Is there any industries we could buy meanwhile? Oh yeah, give me that. I totally forgot we can buy industries. Oh, and now I'm paying for it. Of course I am. That's what you get for not paying attention. Good job, Morgoth. You failed. Alright, let's not make the same mistake for some of our other industries over here. Don't want our competition to have that. Yeah, that bakery is, of course, gushing cash, but thanks to the magic of, you know, not paying attention, we kind of don't need it. So now, let's go to... Now we're going to play the game based upon how we should be playing it. So as I mentioned at the intro, here's Russia. For the sake of our objective, this does nothing for us, and it wouldn't anyways. There's only a single cattle mill in Russia. Same here for the Austrian Empire. While it might have some good, you know, locations, Vienna, for instance, this does nothing for us in regards to our gold. So we would need to go to, say, Saxony, for instance. And I'm already seeing a nice opportunity. We would have to say hello to one of our rivals, but I am okay with this. So we'll start off with Saxony first. So, once again, we go over here. And I think Goodwill is going to help us a little bit, but as you can see, there's, like, nothing. I think William C. Van Horn might be a good option, too, especially if we're going to keep building track. Let me see if we're going through the mountains really quick. There's mountains over here. Considering it's mostly plains, I think Mr. Van Horn isn't going to really help us. This won't do very much. He's not worth it. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for a manager that can help our Goodwill. But in the meantime, we're going to go to Saxony first. Let's start there. Drop to 247. And then from... Let's connect it to Berlin. We're going to go straight for Dresden here. I'm not going to my opponent's station. That's not what we're looking for. We need to have our own stations. There we go. Saxony is now done. And we're going to need custom houses for every single one, as I mentioned earlier. So now let's mess with our rival over here, shall we? We're going to start messing with him a little bit. You'll love to see it. Go to Berlin. And we'll just loop around. We'll skip that station. That's fine. That works. We'll add a few more mail cars to the cities. And we're off. In case we actually do want to go to Berlin, cut across, we'll just do that. That wasn't perfectly lined up. Oops. Hold on a second. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks. Thanks. That's awesome. Can I do that? Please? Alright, thank you. That's what I was looking to do there. Kind of a nice little perfect intersection there. Build another one from Dresden and have that go west. Yeah, nothing wrong with messing with your rivals here. And then, since he's not using his lumber mills efficiently, we're going to make him pay for that. There we go. We make him pay for it now. So all we need to do is connect one city to it. We don't need two, we just need one, and that's it. So with that being said, I think it's now time to continue expanding our network over here. And right off the bat, Hanover is the first stop on our tour. So we'll go to Hanover, drop the 845, I'm okay with that. And we're just going to march on over to Hanover, and there's actually two cities in here, so I don't think it matters which one I connect to. We just need to have a city connected, but we'll try to do both simultaneously, for sure. Alright. Oh, and our stock value just rose, even though that doesn't do anything for us, but that's fine. There we go. Now we got Selly Junction as we now enter the state of the next state over. So Brunswick Junction is going to send anything going to Brunswick is heading in that direction. It's going to get connected up. I don't remember if we have anything heading in there. Oh, yep. We have a couple. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we'll just have this one go west. From Selly Junction over. We'll have it go towards Katowice. Sure, why not? I'll just keep. Well. Oh, they do need coal. Interesting. Okay, we'll string it along. Sure, why not? And then Magdeburg will pump out another bit of. I know we're overloading Magdeburg here. We're running into a slight issue here. That's fine. Oops. We'll drop it off over here. I know, we could really use another lumber mill, not for nothing. Yeah, the stock market does us nothing. So, next up. So now it's just a matter of connecting territories to our network here. We're at, just as a count, So let me remind everybody where we are as of 1855. So the scenario says by 1874 we got to connect 11. Well, let's count. And Bavaria's got to be one of them, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're well on our way. And Bavaria's the big one. Bavaria's starting to hate us a little bit more. Oh, boy. We'll do Mr. Mayor for right now until we can actually, you know, get someone with good... Stop building up track. He's going to be useful, so... Let's see where we go from here. Let's do big picture view. We can certainly access Bremen and Heligoland. By the way, that's a Battlefield 1 map. That's kind of funny. I say we go to Holstein first. Again, we realistically only need to connect one city. So I would say we go to Holstein, then Mecklenburg, even though there's nothing there other than a milk thing. If we need more industries along the way, we can certainly do it. But I would like to go to Hamburg first, so Holstein is first on the list. Most of the North German states love us. There's a couple that don't, and Bavaria is just like, ugh. So let us do, what was that? Oldenburg? Holstein. Holstein, where are you? There you are. 118, that's pretty cheap. Alright, let's get the... Oh, there's a hill there? What? Huh, alright, well, I guess I'll deal with it. I don't know, that's kind of odd how there's a hill there, but alright, whatever. Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Oh, dear. Nice. Alright, well, let's do this. Which actually works out somehow. I can extend this out a little bit more, just in case I want to do it for something else. But, we do need a large station over in Hamburg. Okay. There we go. Now we got that. So Hamburg Junction is now done. We could go further west, but I'm not going to worry about these two cities for right now. Let's just worry about bringing up Hamburg to the network. And we'll have a Hamburg to Berlin line. Just that'll be all. We can have it go in the circle. Sure, why not? Alright, that's enough. We'll do 2 trains here. Okay, you're a city, so... Sure, why not? Some couple adjustments. Cities that don't really have oh, that was fine. No, whatever. There we go. I'm just gonna do a Hamburg to Berlin one. Nothing fancy there. There we go. I feel like the grain one we've overloaded. And now we're gonna go to Mecklenburg, or whatever it's called. Unfortunately, there isn't much there, so I'm just going to build a single track, and as long as we connect whatever this city is called. Again, I mean, I took German in college, but that doesn't mean I actually know it. I'm proficient at it. Price for milk has gone up. Excellent. There's not much here. Although we could go to another grain thing, not for nothing, and that might actually help us out a little bit. So I'm actually going to take this time to grab this granary. I don't think we need a customs house. Okay. The granaries for the milk, which will bring the Hamburg. And now we've got 5 states. Excellent. So now we're moving along. Yeah, Schwarn just needs grain. That's really all they care about, and we will give it to them. We'll be able to bring the milk over to Hamburg Junction. We'll give Hamburg its own little grain supply as it drops it off to sell. That's really the only spot it can go to. And there you go. We've got a few more granaries in here too, not for nothing. So actually, I wouldn't mind getting Gluckstadt too, just for, you know, sake of having some money. I might have done that thing again where I just totally forget that, Alright, that's good. I'm not going to do any passenger trains out of Gluckstadt. There's no need to do that. You know what? Since there's a lot more passenger trains, sure, why not? Since there's a lot more trains over here, sure, why not? So, let's see. There we go. That'll sit back and wait. I could bring it over here, too, and Kiel has a port. Food for steel. Really? Really? So it's food for steel. Oh my god, that's actually very useful. Theoretically, we then could bring it to the port. Trying to figure out how to do this then. I see our competition's connecting. I didn't even realize they were still a thing until just now. I've been kind of ignoring them this whole time. Buy that out. It's like, I'm not going to even look your way. You mean nothing to me. And now we just spent all our money here. That's okay. I'm trying to figure this out, how I want to do this. So let's do Poznan. I got it. We're going to take advantage of that. So Poznan, Görlitz, Gdansk, city whose name I can't pronounce. I know, that sounds horrible. There we go. We'll take full advantage of the food to steel equation over here. And if I can... we can't. Kind of jammed on that, so... there's no steel nearby. The reason we're sending it to the city whose name I can't pronounce is because they got that one of those. So that'll work. Trying to see if we can do anything else over here. I believe we can. Alright. Same exercise. I know. Hang on. We'll fix that in a minute. Or we could just simply do that and have it send goods to Poznan. I mean, that works too. Don't worry, they're not going to sell off the goods. It's fine. That was the whole point of that. Alright. Is there any other things we could buy out? Not really. Okay, so where to next? I think illegal land is looking good, so let's go to Oldenburg. Start making our way over to Oldenburg. That's over here. I was hoping we can get Bremen on the way there, but as you can see, we got kind of a little bit of a weird traffic jam. Could I do this? I wanted to bring it right to Bremen, not actually... Man. The game kind of set... Ah, so Frankfurt has a steel mill, finally. Excellent. Alright. What if I did this? Put a station over here in Bremen. No, I'm not going to worry about not getting that. And then we go to, where is it? Oldenburg? Let's drop the 420. No problem. And we'll go to the city who has a Battlefield 1 map named after it. Wow. Alright, that's okay. That's fine. Alright, Oldenburg likes our plan. Excellent. So now we've got that. We also have that. That took long enough for it to finally crash. Alright, so we got Bremen and Heligoland on our roster now. Excellent. I'm just going to do some new train lines. There's just cause. Starting Gluckstadt over here. It's probably best if we spread them out a little bit too, not for nothing. Especially since there's a chance we might get oversaturated over here. We'll just leave it to these 5. That's fine. I know it needs cattle, and this needs pulpwood. Mecklenburg does have some pulpwood. Okay, that'll work. We do have a paper stop on the way there. Excellent. We didn't get... Oh, wrong city. Oh my god, I'm so silly. It's Bremen. Bremen. They're the ones that need it. Okay, we're good. Alright, fine. We'll buy some more of my own stock, even though that's not going to do me any good at this point. Jeez! Okay, game. Okay, you made your point. My goodness. So I think Westphalia will be next on our tour here. Alright, let's see if we got it lined up with Dortmund over here. That's our next stop, as you can see. Right there. That's good. I'm just sorry, I was just trying to level that up. So, yeah. Westphalia is next. We're moving right along here. I think we're getting very close. Oh, now it's getting serious. Okay, so they want 2 million here. And that makes sense because they're goodwill. They don't like us very much. So we're going to need to start looking out for managers that can help us with goodwill over here. Otherwise, this is going to start getting really expensive. So, Westphalia. Oh, man, that is going to cost a lot of money. I'm not going to worry about it. The only thing I am going to worry about is getting to Dortmund, and that's it. Westphalia is now joined. And again, we just need 1 railroad. Just 1. That's all we need is 1. And then we're all set. Send that to Dortmund. Send this one to Dortmund. We'll just keep the trains local at this point. It doesn't really matter. So we'll do a Dortmund to Hanover, Hamburg line, or well, that line, and then that's good enough. I think we can use the cattle over here to our advantage too. So let's put one up here in Dortmund Junction. Alright. We can kind of use the cattle that's over here to our advantage, even though there's going to be some customs-based issues, but I don't care. That's fine. I mean, if we're shipping them inside Westphalia, we won't need to have that problem. So where to next? Okay, this is kind of awkward how there is Nassau with its very small state, but it's got a steel mill. And then where's the real prize here? Talking about Bavaria, of course. There it is. No, that's Switzerland, silly. That's France. We don't have access to France. There you are. Bavaria is the key one, and the only way we can get it is to go to Eifert or the Fernigan states through Plauen. We'll keep that in mind as we get more numerous on the count over here. There we go. We'll send it to Bremen just for customs reasons. Alright, hold on. You're not really... That doesn't help. Cologne has a small little... Wow, that is a lot of tool and die facilities that we cannot utilize. Awesome. You know what? We're just going to connect to Cologne for right now. That's sufficient enough. And taking a page out of our France for last playthrough, we'll just do a local route between Dortmund and there. I feel fine with this. We'll take a little bit of a, there we go. German separatists are robbing our trains? Oh dear, that's not good. Well, that's not good at all. I mean, look, we're trying over here, okay? I don't care if you don't like it. That's not my problem. There we go. And they'll start when the time comes. Let's see. Luxembourg is definitely not on our list. Let's go to Bonn. Or I was going to go to Bonn, and then this decided to happen. Uh-oh. Oh, we're building for the mountains. See, I want to try to get over here, but we can't. And Frankfurt, too, but we kind of can as there's hills. Ugh. Yeah, okay, we'll get the Bonn here shortly. That's going to help a little bit. And I'm not a fan of that, but okay. Oh, never mind. And it's because there's houses in the way, and I can't build there. Ah. That is a very tricky thing. I'm not going to worry about it then. All right, no more sorry, Bonn, but you're going to have to be excluded from my tour, I guess. There's nothing I can do about that. Don't want to have our trains go through big grades over here. All right, hang on. So what I'm about to do is kind of not exactly in the self-defeating a little bit, but it'll make sense. So first things first, what is this? Nassau. We'll go there first. Get us serves another state. Very cheap, 62 grand, but that could be because there's nothing there. I think that might be why. I don't know. I have just a hunch that that might be the reason. As long as we put a station there, I think it's fine. Well, that didn't work out the way I thought it would. Alright, so, this is going to look a little awkward, but so be it. And then, what is this? Hesse-Darmstadt. 418. Drop to 418. Unfortunately, we need to have our own station here. We just can't use our rivals. So we're going to be a jerk here and just do this. Sometimes you gotta be ruthless in this game. There we go. What in the world happened? Okay, what? Something happened, and I'm not sure what. Why won't it give us credit for this one? Or this one? Oh, that could be why, because, well, that's gonna be an issue. Okay. Yeah, that's an issue and a half. Okay. Alright. There we go. That would help if I did that. Alright. My goodness. Yeah, I think you might be missing something there, Morgoth. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's always something with this game. Not bad. Alright, we'll just bring it up to illegal land and then nothing more. So now, how many states do we have connected? I guess to rephrase that, do we need Bavaria now or later? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the answer is we need Bavaria now. Gotcha. And we need to do it fast, because that recession is going to be a problem. So the easiest way to do this, we go through the Thurnigan states. So where is the Thurnigan states over here? Oh, they want 683. But oh, we got the money. What am I doing? And then go right through either Plauen or Erfurt. But as long as we get to anywhere in Bavaria, we're good. And Bamberg's got some help, so actually, we're going to pay a visit to our rival down that way, too. Alright, so we are going to have to go through Plauen, as it turns out. That's okay. Save Plauen for last. Plowing's right on, Erfurt's right on the border. Suppose we can connect to Plauen just so we officially have the Furren States. Or however you pronounce that name. I could be doing it all wrong. Alright, excellent. We are all set there. Erfurt should probably have a roundhouse. And we'll connect from Magdeburg and go south. There we go. small little line. Excuse me. And now the real prize. Bavaria. Now, this is going to be the trickiest one of them all. They don't like us too much. And we need a lot of money. Oh, God. What has happened? Alright, we're going to do Oscar G. Murray for right now, but we need somebody that can have us some goodwill, because we're stuck. One of our goals, if you remember, was to get to Bavaria. We have to have Bavaria, so we only have enough for a silver. As long as Bavaria is going to be an outlier, we're in trouble, because this is bad. I don't know what we did to anger Bavaria. I mean, what are you going to do? And just so we're clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that is the 11th and final one. Oh boy. That is not exactly what I want to be seeing right now. Us here. We have to do it. Make the model. Did that help us with the goodwill, by the way? Not really. We still need 18 million, though. Alright, so let's look back. Can we finally enter Bavaria? Ooh, yes! We did it! We finally got into Bavaria. So the good news is we finally did it. And we can actually operate this line now, if we really wanted to. The bad news is we still got to connect it to our main line in order for us to pull this off. So let's take what the game kind of initially gave us. First off, let me fix the AI's handiwork here. This is just a mess. I'm not going to worry about this, Austria, and that's not important to me enough. You know, if I'm going to run this, I'm actually going to upgrade it a lot more. This is just downright depressing to look at. I don't know what the AI was thinking over here. Alright, so we upgraded Augsburg. Yeah, sometimes the AI will lose its mind in these games. I don't know what he was thinking. You missed the... You missed the coal over here, boy. What are you doing? Bro. Now, in all fairness, this is what was the how the station started as. So, in their defense, it was kind of left with a bad hand. But this is just wild to look at, you know. All right, I need to issue some more stock here. I'm going to go through this valley on the north end. And as long as we get it all the way to our network, we're all set. And there it is. Yay! Congratulations, we are now Kaiser of the German Empire. Love to see it. Love to see it, and that's all we needed to do. And the funny part is I ended up buying one of our rivals out. I love it when a plan comes together. Not really. So there you go.
Wow, another great job in Central Europe. You've become quite the talk of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's back into the trenches, as France is in desperate need of your talents.
Oh, uh-oh. I see France and Germany are going to have some issues next episode. So, That actually puts us at the halfway mark. We've got 5 golds, 3 silvers, and Canada handing us a bronze because it's Canada.
Look over to your right there.
Yeah, Canada, look over to your right. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. So I guess next up is the 20th century. So we will be doing that one for the 9th episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.